Valley Club, it sure did look good on paper, but the Vampires vs. Zombies event is not hitting its mark. That launched early last week. Some players got rewards, some players got nothing. Still waiting for word on the compensation. We got the latest on what you can expect for that. But we also had some bugs when the event was launched. We got the latest on that as well. We also got some bugs on the Halloween event for a bunch of costumes. We're going to talk about what you can expect for that as well. If you're ready for all of that, what you can expect, all the bugs, all the latest, and you're to do Valley Club, find that like button. Let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. I hope you are having an excellent day. This video, we're going to talk about some of the events going on right now, the bugs, what you need to be aware of, and what you would expect as far as some compensation coming to make players whole for some of the bugs that they had. But before we get into the events that are going on right now, the issues with them, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on the channel. Everything to keep you up to date on the latest in Marvel Strike Force videos like this. We have question and answer videos. We have news videos, reveal videos, gameplay videos, everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But let's get into the game and talk about the events that are kind of bugged right now. So the first one I want to talk about, because this one's pretty simple, it's this Haunted Hour event. This one is related to a bunch of costumes, and for this you need to do some blitzing and collect some milestone points. However, they do say that these milestone points are going to be in daily objectives. You're also going to score some points from blitzing, but they say based on your time zone, milestone points may appear in daily objectives one day after the event begins and disappear one day before the event ends. All players will have access to the milestone points for the same duration. And if we go into the game and look at some of these daily objectives, none of them have milestone points. They didn't yesterday either. I was thinking that they would have milestone points when the objectives reset. My objectives reset at 1 a.m. every morning, and I thought even though they weren't there when the server reset, when the objectives reset, I thought it would be there. Still not there. I think it's a pretty easy solution for this. Just double up on some milestone points. Either put them in the daily objectives with some double points, or give a free claim on the web for some double points for the points that we missed yesterday and today. So should be a pretty quick fix. So hopefully when they dish out the compensation for this, they give us the milestone points. Very easy to get to all of these milestones, because I know costumes are they're just visual. They don't have any gameplay value, but I do want this costume from the WandaVision show, from the Agatha All Along show. I'd rather have this model of Agatha than the this older lady version that I don't know. This is the version that I saw on the TV show, so this is the one I want. But it is just visual. It doesn't really affect gameplay too much. But the other event that's going on right now, Zombie Invasion, and the issues with this, it's not just for some visual rewards. It's actually for some diamonds and some other purple gear, everything else. This event does have a leaderboard, some pretty good rewards in the milestone rewards, some good stuff in the ranking rewards as well. We got some diamonds for Man Thing. We got some purple gear. We got some crimson gear. We got even more diamonds based on your ranking. So you got some pretty good rewards here. Now the scoring for this, the majority of the scoring will be based on the web points, the score that you get from the web, the milestone points that you get from the web. Also getting some points from using your Night Stalker characters in raids. You're also getting points for spending that Dead of Night showcase energy and spending power cores. Doesn't look like it's a good value just to spend your power cores for this event, but if you're doubling it up on spending power cores on its Dead of Night energy, it may be worth it for you. But the other scoring based on the Hunger and Thirst event is going to be the Zombie Hunter Orb fragments. Now, what they said about the event going live early is this a temporary issue for the Thirst event. This was on the 17th of October. We apologize for the unexpected issue with the Thirst event. That version was briefly accessible, not the intended experience. So when it went live, I think they had some different characters. They had Blade, they had Oath, and Moon Knight. In the corrected version, it has Blade, Oath, and Man Thing in that. So it's a different experience. We're currently working on a fix so that players may enjoy the event as intended starting October 21st, but as of right now, it's not available. Again, this was from the 17th of October. Please stay tuned for the updates. Thank you for your patience while we work and combine support Marvel Strike Force. And events are in the game right now. They're supposedly working as intended. And one of the big issues with it working as intended is these attempts. There are 3 attempts. There are supposed to be 3 attempts per event. However, when the events launched early, the Thirst had 30 attempts, and if you manage to get through this first wave for some pretty trashy characters, you're able to use your own characters on these other missions and get some pretty juicy rewards. I know Mobile and a bunch of other people were able to get a Parch level, get a bunch of this Man Thing Night Stalker Orb fragments, some of these Zombie Hunter Orb fragments, some really good stuff there, and some people were even able to unlock Man Thing with all of these rewards. Now these attempts are back down to 3. and that's a problem. What they say there, though, what was supposed to happen at the start of the battle, all zombies gained 10 hungry. That did happen, but defeating enemies did not remove any hungry based on the defeated enemies' nutritional value. Most of the characters had 1 brain, but some of them had 5 brains, some of them had 10 brains. And if they had no hunger, they would gain that satiated. And then once they got the satiated, they gained more damage, more crit chance, more crit damage per stack. Once they had that hungry, though, they did gain more speed, but they lost a lot of damage. So kind of worked in between more speed or more damage. Once you got satiated, if the end of any turn, if you had more than 20, you got stunned, couldn't be resisted, and the following turn they gained undead fortitude for the rest of the battle. They lost all satiated, gained 10 more hungry, start that process all over again. Well, as of yesterday, it was not working like that. These zombies, they would keep the hungry, and it would not remove any of these negative damage. We were not getting any of this positive damage as well. It's very, very long battle. And a response on Reddit, 243 upvotes as of me recording this 17 hours ago. Oh my God, hunger and thirst are so boring. Hunger doesn't even work, so you never clear hungry. So the whole point of the event is boring. Holy crap, the first notes are boring as sin. 52 enemies, you only have 8k power. There's 3,000 enemies and you do no damage. So they do no damage. You're just wasting time like hitting a brick wall. You're not gonna lose, so there's no challenge. You're just sitting there waiting for the node to end so you can get the rewards that are already nerfed. And this is what mission 1 looked like. Some guaranteed rewards, lots of waves of shield enemies over and over and again. As each of one of them died, you were clearing hungry and would eventually gain the satiated. That did not happen. And what Pathfinder from the MSF player experience said 17 hours ago, also said, we're aware of the issue with the hunger event, currently working on a fix for this as soon as possible. We understand there are concerns with the leaderboard integrity. We'll be addressing this as well. Regarding the compensation with the thirst event from last week, there will be compensation. So it's confirmed there will be compensation. Some people were wondering because the original blog post, their messaging did not mention any compensation, so it's confirmed. It does say the team is finalizing no details, share more information as soon as available. Thank you for your patience. And we also have an update. The combat modifiers for both events should be working properly. So I've not tested this yet because I've not had my attempts reset, but I guess if you attempted it right now, the hungry should be working properly, at least according to this Reddit post. But as far as compensation, well, tons of candy from the candy store is what I'm expecting. Some of these Man-Thing Night Stalker orbs. Now, I don't need a fully unlocked Man-Thing, but I do need these orbs that some players were able to get. Some people had a lot of attempts on these challenges and got a lot of these orb fragments. Some of these zombie hunter orbs will be great as well. So I hope they give a lot of both of these. Purple ISO 8 crystals, level 1 ions is great as well. Crimson gear. So I want a lot of this stuff. This is what I want. Anything else they give will be great, but I want a lot of crimson gear, purple ISO 8, zombie hunter orbs, Man-Thing, Night Stalker orbs, and a lot of candy. Let me know what you think is going to be fair compensation for the event screw up from last week as we take a look at the event as it should be working properly right now. We see a bunch of these vampires. The images are not loaded in the MarvelStrikeForce.com, which is why you don't see them. But some of the problems here, level 35 characters, your characters only level 45. So your Oath, Blade, Man-Thing are only level 45, and you got some level 35 terrified citizens as well. So challenging mission. You are able to get through this. I think it's a lot easier with Man-Thing than Moon Knight. I did try it like 1 or 2 times with Moon Knight. Thought, yeah, this is too hard. They'll give compensation. I don't have the time to attempt this, but yeah, it is much easier with this now that it's working properly. Let me know your thoughts on both the hunger and the thirst as it's working properly. Personally, I thought both of these initial days were boring, at least these first 3 difficulties. Hopefully we get a little more challenging on level 4 and level 5 of both the hunger and the thirst to make it a little more challenging. I think a lot of the fear that people had was this would be just an auto event, and at least for these first 3 days or these first 3 attempts, it's been pretty auto and didn't let it wait. Hopefully we get some more gameplay. Hopefully get some more fun from the hunger and thirst. Let me know your thoughts on all this. I do like that they're trying these new things with these new game mechanics. However, it would have been nice if it actually worked, if they actually tested this so it would work properly when it was launched, and launched not early without any bugs so they didn't have to do any compensation. Hopefully they get the points and the milestone points figured out for this event. But let me know what you are expecting from all of it down below. Hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, leave the video a like. It is free for you, tremendously helps the channel. And if you want to see what are some of the best counters for this current season of Cosmic Crucible, check out my video from yesterday, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out.